Battle of Fairy Tale continues as finally the arrogant Ajeel is defeated. Although the bad animation didn't really help to hype it all up, it still had some moments of it all. The angry anime fan here to bring you Fairy Tale Final Series episode 15. In it all, Elsa keeps fighting Ajeel, who do not take the fight seriously. As well as on the ground, the Dragon Slayer deals with Ajeel's squad. And turns out that Natsu is holding back a lot of his powers because he knows that there's gonna be stronger people ahead, so he cannot afford to waste strength. It is kind of funny though that that creates a funny scene where Happy is actually happy that he's thinking of using his head. Although it seems like the Dragon Slayers are struggling with Ajeel's personal commander members, even though they are also being pretty arrogant of it all. It's also worth noting that another squad of the different creatures that led by that Waru is heading away. But Mera shows that she has taken over Celia's body, and here creates a pretty funny scene as well. Her siblings believe that was very kind-hearted of Mira, but it's worth noting that Celia was a demon of Tartarus, and the fact that Mira take over her body probably means that her soul is now inside Mira, basically seeing that she has a fate worse than death. She didn't die as a demon, no, because her soul is forever inside a human, one thing that she absolutely hates. Creates a little funny moments. And then we get a little bit more of a funny of the fan service scenes, as it turns out that somehow Brandish has infiltrated Lucy's house and demands that Lucy joins her in the bath because she wants to talk to her. And yes, in the end, she does, and there seems to have a moment because according to Brandish, there's something about her that she feels like is remembered. So, but then just uh, as soon as it seems that, and when Lucy is forced to scrub her back, she is thinking of stabbing Brandish with a key, showing a little bit more of a ruthless side than before. But given the fact that this battle is, they cannot afford to be so like that. I mean, hold back. And it's during this moment that Brandish realizes who Lucy really is, Layla's daughter, and apparently Brandish knows who that is. So she shrinks the house, but Lucy manages to get out with a towel, and luckily runs into Kana and switches to the star dress of Arias. Elsewhere, Natsu and gang of Dragon Slayer manage to defeat Ajeel's personal squad as he sends a flying muscle guy high up in the air, giving Elsa enough fighting spirit to keep fighting back against Ajeel and manage to look look past his sand abilities. As he can turn into sand, he can block any attack on him. However, with Elsa wields a water sword, she can solidify his sand, therefore hurt him. Angry over the fact that he's been hurt by what he calls a lowly soldier, he enters a berserker mode where he throws up a sandstorm and engulfs the entire of Magnolia with it, where he claims he is God. And it's during this moment he grabs Elsa and prepares to suck up all the moisture of her. But Elsa, not going down without a fight, changes her dress into a light one. Because on the ground, Bisca, who is providing support with Jupiter, sees the light and realizes that must be Elsa, sends the cannon flying up high, which not only managed to no, greatly damage Ajeel, but give enough time for Elsa to deliver one final attack. The first of the 10 saints is so far defeated, and that is Ajeel. Finally, that his arrogance ended up costing him his this victory. It's basically this episode. I mean, it wasn't the best one. Not for the fact of how it was. The animation felt just so very awkward in these action scenes. The happy scene and the bathtub scene, they were pretty nice to see. However, the bad animation, especially while Elsa fought Ajeel, didn't really do it so much justice, I say. So I have to say, maybe it's a 6.5 out of 10 for me in these situations. But Natsu did show some strategic here. The only question is how long he can do that. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.